everyone. Welcome to Z Talk episode 73. Please bear with me today with my audio as I couldn't find my laptop charger and put my headset in, so I'm just using my iPhone. Hopefully it sounds okay. But yeah, thank you for tuning in to Tuesday Night Z Talks, whether you're watching live or after the fact. Got a few guests in the house today. First up, we've from IMO Reviews. Hey, man.
Hey, bud. How you doing? It's good to see you.
Yeah, doing good. How's yourself?
Yeah, can't complain. Busy as it is. You know, we had the turn of the year, and you think you got a bit of time to relax, and before you know it, halfway through January, pretty much, it's just straight back to it, isn't it?
Yeah, you're right. Like, you get over the Christmas, and then it gets to the new year, and you're right. Like, yeah, nearly middle of January already, going into February. It's scary.
Yeah, it's flown by already. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, listen, I appreciate you being here regardless. And for anyone who's never seen Elliot on the channel before, the link to his channel is down below in the description box as well. So go check him out. We'll get talking to Elliot a little bit more as he's here, but we've got a few more guests in the house. We've also got Ryan from Not Your Normal Geek. You Ryan?
Hi, everyone. Yeah, it's great to see Z Talks back yet again with a vengeance. So I kind of wait for this episode and for the episodes moving forward.
Yeah, well, Ryan, I appreciate you having you back once again, man. And yeah, as Ali was saying about the Christmas and New Year season, how's the holiday season been for yourself?
Yeah, it's just crazy how you've already mentioned. I mean, time just, where does it go? 1 year's gone, Christmas is all over. We're just moving forward with the next. But hopefully 2026 is all good for yourselves and everyone in the chat as well, and any future viewers.
Yeah, absolutely echo that 100%. And once again, like Elliot, if you've never seen Ryan on the channel before, then the link to his channel's down below in the description box, and go show him some love. And the final guest we've got on the stream is Jackson from Horsetooth Cinema. Hey, Jackson.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Doing good. How's yourself?
Yeah, pretty good. I'll echo what you guys said about, kind of feels like the New Year's already flying by so far. So, yeah, so far so good.
Awesome, man. And how was your holiday season?
Oh, it was awesome. Yeah, it was really good to be back, to be able to see family that were back in town and stuff like that. Because a lot of like my sibling and stuff lives in Seattle, and like so I know people I know like come from all over, and it was just good for everybody to be back here. So. Yeah.
Nice, man. Yeah, it sounds like a nice celebration with family and friends, which is
yeah,
cool.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And for anyone who doesn't know, Jackson's the only American on the stream tonight, essentially.
Did my accent give it away?
But exactly. And yeah, also for anyone who doesn't know, if you've never seen Jackson's channel before, the link to his channel is also down below in the description box. So please go subscribe to my guests. I would really appreciate it. I also checked back, fun fact, I also checked back today. The last time that Elliot and Jackson was on the channel together was in June last year.
Yeah.
Wow. It's really been that long.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't realize that either, but yeah.
Yeah, it's mental, right? Like that's what I was saying, like how fast like just time flies by.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Wild.
Right. And yeah, and I just want to invite anyone who's watching live, leave a comment in the live chat, whether it's a question for me, question for one of our guests, a question for all of us. We'll certainly get to any comments. For example, we've got Sophia in the chat saying Elliot is my favorite.
Thanks, Sophia. Thanks for tuning in.
Ditto that. Yeah. Awesome channel.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, I just want to say firstly, thank you to you guys for joining me. We have got Jackson. The stream itself is going to go till about 10 p.m., but Jackson's only here for an hour. Jackson, I appreciate you joining through your work break as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just on during my lunch break, and I was like, yeah, I can. This is an excellent use of my lunch break time. This is a lot of fun. Yeah.
That's commitment.
Yeah, I agree. So I'm going to start this out just while we wait for like some comments and questions to come in, and we'll take it one at a time. We're going to start with Elliot. So we're already 13 days into 2026. Crazy. How has the movie experience been for you in this year to start with? Whether you've watched some 2025 releases, some older movies, or you've caught a 2026 release so far?
It's been pretty good, actually, I'd say. It has been pretty slow in regard for the new releases, partly because it's January. It's very slim picking. We have checked out Primate, which I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it either. And we have got, is it the 28 years later, the Bone Temple? I think that's coming this weekend, I think. It might be
that's
this
right.
weekend
Yeah,
it's coming out. So it will be picking up eventually with the newer releases. But generally speaking, it's been freezing cold. So we've been staying home watching some old classics. We revisited The Silence of the Lambs, which is still every bit as brilliant as I remember it being when I was a kid. We also watched Hannibal, which is not as good as I remember it being when I was a kid. So lots of old nostalgic ones. What did we watch? Oh, that's right. We also redid the Godfather trilogy. That's a little bit of a tradition of mine to do that on New Year's Day. I don't think we did it on New Year's Day this year, but it was close enough. It was like the second or the third. So it's been that sort of nostalgic brilliance period. We've just been going through all the classics.
Nice, man. Yeah, definitely been going through some classics. Silence of the Lambs, great movie.
yeah.
And I don't know if you know this, but they're actually doing a theatre production of Silence of the Lambs, which is quite interesting.
Oh, wow. I don't know how that would go. It could work.
I guess.
Suddenly,
Yeah.
Hannibal breaks out into song and dance.
we already have
I
Cannibal the
think
musical from the South Park guys. Maybe we get Hannibal the musical.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, I did not know that. Fair enough. No, I think it's going to be a theatre production. I don't think they're actually doing the musical part of it. So I think it could work well.
Yeah, it's an interesting idea, that's for sure.
But now, man, nice watches. I will be honest, I've never seen Godfather 2 and 3, but I've seen the first one.
The third
really
one, you're not missing much.
I've heard.
Yeah.
But in the last few years, didn't they release the Coda edition?
Yes, I haven't actually seen it myself, but I think that did come out maybe just before COVID or a little after COVID. I think that came out. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think that's like the director's finished touch, I think. But I don't know how much you can save that movie, to be honest. It's a bit of a mess from the get-go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm not too sure. And I would also love to know the differences, really, between the two.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Now, well, nice watches, man. Anyway, and Jackson, I know you've been going through a mega slew of 1-star movies. What's going on over there?
This is true. Yeah, every as I'm a film like Discord that I'm in that has this tradition called Samurai January, where you just try to muster the will and the resolve of the samurai and watch as many terrible movies as you can in January. And so, oh man, there have been some bangers. I watched Mac and Me recently. That's sort of a low budget ripoff of E.T. from the 80s with like the really terrible looking alien that honestly kind of looks like a ball sack. Death Wish 5. Let's see, Steel with Shaq, which is an interesting superhero movie. And The Love Guru is, I think, what I started the month with. So it's been a lot of bad movies. But whenever it's luckily my wife has driven a couple of our choices that we've watched this month. So we did go to the theater recently and watch The Housemaid, which I think came out in December. And I had a lot of fun with that one. I thought it was a cool, like, erotic thriller. Not perfect by any means, but like a really fun ride in the cinema. And then we also at home recently we watched When Harry Met Sally, which I'd never seen before. And that's a terrific like one of the better American like rom-coms I've ever seen. Definitely R.I.P. to Rob Reiner.
Yes, I forgot that was one of his. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, rest in peace, Rob Reiner. Absolutely tragic what happened to him and his wife. Big loss to the movie industry for sure.
No, yeah, absolutely. I mean, especially when the information started coming out that, it appears like it probably was their son that did it. It's just unfathomable. So, yeah.
Well, this is it. This is it exactly. One beautiful thing I will always say about actors and directors is whatever projects they make, whether it's good or bad, is always on film, and someone's always going to discover that at some point. Whether it's in our lifetime or it's in the next one, it's there, which is quite cool.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think, that and especially the fact that film is such a like empathetic medium. Like you can kind of put yourself in the state of mind that the director was in, or that the characters are in all the time, and that just kind of exists forever. That is a cool thing, especially when we lose artists like that. So,
right, 100%. But I love in the moral of this story for your Samurai January that your wife had to intervene and be like, "Look, Jackson, come on, man, we can't keep you on one-star movies the whole month."
I know, yeah, it's sometimes it's just, for the sake of my own mental health, I have to, step outside of that that window for a little bit. It's too much.
I get it completely. And have you, just very quick before I throw to Ryan, have you got like in this Discord, is like a list of movies someone puts together and be like, right, pick one of these? Or
not exactly, but sometimes it's like I'll see ones that they did in like years past or something like that, and I'm like, oh, okay, I haven't seen that one yet, so I'll add that to my list. And then sometimes I just come up with them like, based off of ones that I know of that I've been curious about. For example, the film Veronica has been on the list for a while, and I think I might be finally getting around to that this year. There's, oh my god, it's quite the list.
I can imagine. Well, if anyone wants to keep up with Jackson's Samurai January, go follow him on Letterboxd. That's where you'll see them. Power to you, man. Power to you. And Ryan, how about yourself? How's your start of the year been with movie watching so far?
Yeah, it's been a bit of a slow start, to be honest. I haven't had a trip to the cinema this year, actually, so I need to get on that. The 28 Years movie is probably going to be the first movie I'm going to check out in the cinema. I'm intrigued with how the last one ended. Hopefully it does get better, so we can get that trilogy with Cillian Murphy. But Jackson, if you want another, I mean, this is a rabbit hole you can really go down with the one-star movies. I just came across a one yesterday. The Grinch Who Stole Bitches.
Oh god!
Watch the trailer. It is.
Oh no!
It is unbelievable. How that got made is beyond me. But I'm gonna have to check it out. I can't lie. And hopefully that's another one you can add as well.
I see it. Yeah. Is this one that's going to be censored on Letterboxd?
Yeah, possibly. It's a 2-minute trailer. It's one hell of a watch in itself. But in terms of, I haven't watched too many movies, but I've been more so like series. So I've been watching Stranger Things, obviously. It's all come to an end. And Welcome to Derry. That's an incredible series. I don't know if any of you have seen it, but it's really, really good. The like monster design, and obviously they've got Bill Skarsgård as well coming back as Pennywise. It's a fantastic show. I highly recommend it.
I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I also have been doing like watching a little bit more series than I normally would, because earlier this month, the Alamo Drafthouse Theater here in Denver did they screened the first 3 episodes of Twin Peaks in the theater, so I went to watch that, and I really liked it. And I'm gonna have to. I've watched the 4th episode, and I'm gonna have to like continue at home. But another. I don't watch series that often, but it's David Lynch, and I really liked what I saw. So
nice, man. Yeah. The Twin Peaks, I remember like a cinema near me and Ryan last year did, I think, season 1 of Twin Peaks like all in one day at the cinema.
Yeah, because I think it's like the 25-year anniversary or something like that. So I think a few of them have been doing that. Yeah.
Not surprised.
If you're a diehard fan, that would be such a good day out.
Right. I mean, how many times are you going to get to see it on the big screen on Twin Peaks, right? So
yeah. No ad breaks, no credits.
Yeah, I mean, they do or at least that the one I went to, they did some of you'll see like the closing credits of the episodes, but then you don't see like they just go one right after another. Like they just start the next episode right away. I thought maybe there would be an intermission or something, especially because the pilot's like 90 minutes or more than that, I think. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I just want to quickly throw back for a second. Ryan, when did this Grinch movie get released? I've never heard of
Yeah.
this.
It was 2024. Don't ask us how I came across it. I have no idea, but it just showed up on my feed, and I was like, "Is this real?" And I watched the trailer, and it's just unbelievable. It's hilarious, but you can tell it's so bad.
Oh my god.
Right. I wouldn't be
Probably for
surprised if
more
it's like-
reasons than just one, but it's bad on many levels, I think.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's like the Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey people who made that.
Yeah.
Because
I recommend the trailer.
I'm going to check it out after the stream.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize. I didn't realize that the Wizard of Oz is also kind of a public domain as well.
Wow.
Because I watched last week. It's called The Wizard of Oz Dead Walk, and it's by the people who do Blood and Honey, or like that small studio. And I was like, "Oh, come on, then let's check this out." And my goodness, guys, it's bad.
What else has come into the public domain this year? There was some didn't Nancy Drew or something like that? Like there's been a few things that have come into the public domain finally.
I remember just seeing not long ago, like some new things have now come into like public domain. I can't remember what it was, but a few things have come.
I've got no idea, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get a Nancy Drew horror movie very shortly with Jackson. So
yeah, could be.
Yeah. We've got a few comments in the chat. We've got Josh saying, "Hey fellas." Hey Josh.
Hi, Josh.
Man. And he says, "Are you guys excited for Dune 3? I for one am excited. Is that this year?
I think it's supposed to be towards the end of the year. Yeah. Oh. If it doesn't get delayed again, like the last two did. So.
Yeah, I was going to say I'd be a bit shocked if it was this year, just because like Chalamet has been on a roll with it movies as of late, and that's not really the Oscar type of movie to get the best actor, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm excited for Dune 3. I like the other two, so yeah, I'll be there. You guys excited for Dune 3?
Apparently, the books get really wild, so I'm interested to see how someone who kind of likes to make things a bit more grounded. I mean, for the world that he does anyway. So I'm interested to see how he kind of does this, like just crazy world. Like, I mean, they get outlandish apparently. So it'll be interesting to see how he puts that on the screen. If he maybe stays away from all that.
Yeah, I'm curious about that too, because there's some pretty, especially in Dune Messiah, the book that the third one's going to be based off of. There's a couple of things specifically that I could see him doing, but I'm also like, that's just so different from the tone of the first two movies. So yeah, I'm curious to see what it's going to be like, but it's a cool source material. Like I like where they take the character of Paul in it anyway.
Oh
yeah. No, I was going to say I'm sort of with with both of the guys here. I'm excited for it, but I'm also curious because I too know where it's going to go. I won't spoil anything, and I'm a little bit like, how are they going to do that, and how are they going to pull that off and actually have the audience be okay with it, go along with it, and accept everything that they're doing here, or are they going to do something completely different? It's more curiosity than actual excitement, because there is a bit of doubt in my mind of don't know how this is going to go, but he has absolutely knocked it out of the park with the other two films. So in Villeneuve, I trust. That's the way I'm looking at it.
And he made some changes from the book in the second one, which I actually mostly liked. Like I like how they make Chani more of a character when Paul's arc happens in that one, whereas in the book she's just kind of on the sidelines. Like I thought that some of that stuff was cool. So if that's what he's trying to do with this next one, then I'm here for it. So
my one gripe with the films are I don't think he's made the villains so like dangerous. Like is it the Harkonnens? I just feel he could have done so much more with them to make them feel like a really big threat. But I was a little bit let down with that. But other than that, really great movies.
Yeah, agreed. I've never read the source material, so I don't know where it's gonna go. So I'm kind of excited. But I do agree. I think the Harkonnens are a little bit lackluster at times, although they feel as if there should be more of a menacing threat. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see where they go and what direction they're gonna take it. Really. We've got Ryan here. Real Talk Ryan. Yo, Ryan, what's going on, man? Is there one movie coming out this year that just makes you go, "Why do we need another one?"
That's a good question.
I'm having to look what's coming out this year, to be honest.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what we're due.
I would say right
got a
now
few
for
things up
me.
now.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'll be there day one to check it out. But Toy Story 5.
Yeah,
That's the one I just caught eye of. Actually, yeah.
Took the words out of my mouth. Yeah.
Yeah, like again, I'll be there to check it out and see, does it warrant the sequel? Is it worth that this movie was actually made, especially with what they did in the fourth one? Because they're gonna have to explain like why Woody's back when he's separated from them, and there was just a nice closure in that fourth movie. But yeah, I don't know. Have you guys got any other titles?
The only other one that I saw, and I'm probably gonna get a few boos for this one, Scream 7. We don't need 7 Scream movies.
Agreed. Completely.
I like the first one. The second one's all right, and then from there, I personally have just never been the biggest fan of the franchise, to be honest. But those first two, I've got time for.
Yeah, it seems as if it depends in this one, like what kind of time gap they're going to go with, because with 5 and 6, like Nev Campbell's got a child who I think's in like a stroller and like a pushchair, and then all of a sudden in the 7th movie, the kid's like a full-blown teenager, and it's only been like 4 years in general of how much they've made the Scream movies, of like between 5 and 7, or maybe 5 years or so. And she looks no different. So I don't know. I'm not excited for the 7th one. I'll put it that way, Elliot. So I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully proven wrong. So.
I'd have to fully agree with Mike on Toy Story 5. Like, cheap plug, but I've got quite a big, maybe extensive video on the whole Toy Story thing, and I personally think they should have stopped at Toy Story 3. Don't get us wrong, Toy Story 4 I did enjoy, even though I went in very grumpy, thinking, why did they do this? But I'm open to Toy Story 5, but I'm hoping this has got to be the end. Don't, just close the main chapter. By all means, introduce new characters. They've done that really well in Toy Story 4, so there's no reason they can't do spin-offs and things in this movie. But yeah, as well, I've seen Shrek 5's actually coming out as well. I don't think that's going to land the same as the other ones, but we'll see. In my last one, The Strangers, Chapter 3, please. Please, not again. I can't. I can't do it.
Well, with The Strangers, it's only like next month it comes out as well.
Oh,
yeah, they shot all 3 of them like back to back to back, and they've just been releasing them like stretched out. Yeah.
Do you know what's the more annoying thing is? At the end of the movie, so at the end of Strangers 1, I thought I seen like have to do little snippets of Chapter 2 coming up. I thought, oh, that looks right. Disaster when I went to see the film. And then at the end of Chapter 2, I seen the clip of Season 3, and I thought, oh, God, that looks all right. I'm going to have to come again, aren't I? And I know what's going to be the outcome, but... Is that this month, did you say, Mike, or next month?
Next month. I'm not sure when. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like for Valentine's Day, probably. But...
Yeah.
If you hate your girlfriend or your wife, it's a good gift.
Well, I remember when Chapter 2 came out, and my good friend, who we might know, Nick from Nick Short Takes, he went to see Chapter 2, and a few people in the cinema with him at the time said that they went, but they never even watched Chapter 1. And I was a bit like, Okay, I mean, it does follow on like directly
Yeah.
after that first movie, you know. I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe they
Different
saw
timing,
like the
yeah.
original Strangers or something
Yeah.
like that. Because I feel like if you did that, maybe you could go into chapter 2. I don't know. Like
Really?
the one like from the mid 2000s or whatever. Like
Yeah.
I don't like that movie very much, but like it's funny. The Strangers chapter 1 is kind of like a modern like beat for beat remake of it for the most part. So yeah.
Mhm. It basically is a beat for beat remake, the chapter 1, yeah. And then
Yeah.
like chapter 2 had a good way of distinguishing itself to be different.
Mhm.
Because it wasn't going to go like the Pray at Night route as such, you know, it could do its own thing, do something a little bit different. But the
Yeah.
whole movie's just like a cat and mouse chase for 90
Yeah.
minutes. There's no real
Yeah.
story to the movie.
I set chapter 3 a challenge. It's so far chapter 1 was on the worst of the year list. Chapter 2's been on the worst of the year list, but each one's got a little bit better. So I'm hoping can chapter 3 be the one to finally break the curse and not be one of the top 10 worst films of the year. It's
I'm gonna
high
bet
bar.
it's gonna be your number 1 best movie of 2026.
Oh, Chef's
Yep.
Kiss.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, there is the Wizard of Oz slasher movie coming. There is some tight competition.
That is
There's a
true.
there's
I
a
thought
Bambi as well,
I'd
isn't there?
go for that.
There's a Bambi slasher as well, is there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, God, they're just doing all of them now.
So Bambi came out last year. I haven't seen it yet.
All right.
But this year they're starting photography very soon. They're doing like the Pooniverse Assemble movie where it's like Bambi, Mickey Mouse, Winnie the Pooh coming together.
Yes. Oh, my dreams have been answered.
Yeah. But get Avengers Doomsday clock tick down. We need that tick down and like little snippets and teasers and stuff like that.
I think I seen Pooh Vengers or something. Someone named them.
Pooh Avengers. Love
it. Man, honestly. Oh, well, we've got Ryan just adding in very quick about Strangers. He says, what random animal attack will show up in Strangers chapter 3?
Raccoon?
I was going to say raccoon, actually. Yeah. Jump scare raccoon.
Jackson, it could happen. It could happen.
It could.
Ryan's thrown in here. He's saying Angry Birds 3. Oh.
I didn't know they made 2 of them. I thought they just did the one.
I've seen the first one. The second one, I don't think got as big of a release in the cinema.
Okay.
I think there was a second one. I think it flopped, to be fair, from what I remember.
Makes you wonder why or even how they're doing a third one.
Yeah.
Streaming maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be.
The other one I was thinking of. Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying it's Sony, isn't it? So
Yeah, that's true. No, I was just gonna say with the question of like the movies that why is that getting a sequel? I don't think it comes out this year. I think it might be next year. But Mel Gibson is doing a Passion of the Christ 2,
Yes.
which is kind of a hilarious concept when you think about how the first one ends. I don't know. I think we know what's going to happen, but
Yeah.
I remember Family Guy years ago did that parody of like what a Mel Gibson Passion of the Christ 2 would be, and it's the whole like thing where they bring Chris Tucker in to do like an action movie.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, I watched that episode.
Yeah.
But to add to that, Jackson, from what I've heard, is the sequel he's doing is going to be in 2 parts.
That's right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I've heard Jim Caviezel's not coming back, so I don't know who they're going to get.
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't exactly depict that he looked completely different when that event happens. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's true.
I heard him in an interview talk about apparently he's got some crazy ideas for it. Jesus is going to like go into hell and see the devil or something like that. I don't know how it's all going to work, but
Well, they kind of do that in the first one with like the baby and all that. Like, but he doesn't like go into hell or whatever. Yeah. Also, I'm checking. It looks like Jesus has been cast. He's a Finnish actor named Jaakko Otonen. I've never heard of this actor, but he's going to play Jesus in both part 1 and 2. So.
Oh, okay. Does it have a picture of him? Does he look like Jim Caviezel from 2004 or whenever that movie was?
Kind of. It's not that close though. Like you could look at him and like, first of all, he has short hair. So I guess they'll give him some hair extensions or whatever. But no, he doesn't really look that much like Jim Caviezel. I don't think. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, in a way, I'm kind of not surprised they're doing a sequel. Maybe a bit too late, but
yeah,
I think that movie made a lot of money at the time. I could be.
Oh,
wrong.
It made a ton of money. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't even seen the first one. What stopped me seeing it is apparently it's incredibly really violent. Like it doesn't shy away from like what happened apparently. Is this one going to be the same or even worse? But
right.
Yeah, Mel Gibson likes his. Oh, sorry, I was just going to say Mel Gibson does sure like his blood. In whether it's a war movie, a religious movie, bring the blood. He's probably second to Tarantino, I'd say.
Yeah.
Yeah, agreed. Sorry, I think there's a bit of a delay on my line, so that's for the interruption. So apologies, Elliot. Didn't mean to.
Oh no, that's fine. No.
Go on, man. Well, we've got a comment from Josh. He says he watched a movie called Pillion today, of which, let me just say, I've seen Pearsons and places. I never knew there could be one.
Oh God.
Fair.
I think I'd rather leave that to my imagination, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, if you've seen Final Destination Part 6, I won't say too much about it, but the MRI scene with the magnet, that talks about that.
Okay. That was a very good kill in the movie, and also I saw the behind the scenes, and that's like mainly practical. I was like,
I know, impressive. Yeah. I think it's like maybe the best set piece they've done in the whole franchise. Like, I couldn't believe what I was watching in the theater when that was happening. Yeah.
Yeah, I found it to be a fun movie. I found it to be kind of like a refresh for the franchise after some time.
Definitely. I find it like a pretty consistent franchise for the most part. The only one I don't like is 4, because that's the one with the bad 3D and just like the story's not nearly as engaging and all that. But honestly, all of the other ones I at least like kind of like. I thought 5 was pretty good, one of the better ones, and then 6 just has like the best characters in addition to having really good kind of kill set pieces and all that. So
I haven't seen that there's a sequel. Does anybody know? Have they mentioned there is definitely a one coming out? Because I think it's done quite well and it was a great film. So I thought it would have been quicker on the mark to like let everybody know there's another one coming.
I think it's been confirmed, but I don't know much about it.
I would have thought there's one coming.
I think they've announced one. Yeah, I don't know anything about it though.
Yeah, it's been announced by Warner. Yeah.
So I'm guessing is it gonna be like another prequel? I'm guessing.
I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question. Checking to see if it's the same director as the 6th one. No, I don't think it is. I think it's a different person, but I think the same like production crew. Like for the most part, the people that were behind 6 will be involved in this one. But I don't think there's any like plot details released, like any kind of like when it's taking place, anything like that. So
I've always thought that Final Destination should follow the advice that people say about the Predator franchise. They should do what Final Destination does, but just change the time setting. Go to like, I don't know, cowboy America, so that it's all old fashioned and in saloons and stuff like that. Or I don't know, go back to the native Indian, go off into the very, very far future when we've got aliens and stuff. Like, I think that do what you do the kills and the setups and can't escape death, but it's the environment and the ways that they can die. I know that they are usually more specific and it's a race course or a roller coaster, but I don't know. Something about cowboys and Indians, but Final Destination just feels like it could be really fun.
I would love to see that.
You got your cat joining you, Mike. I see that.
Yeah, I got little Max. Little Max is joining me. I agree. I think that would be an amazing Final Destination movie. Imagine like, also it'd be a fresh take on westerns, right, and cowboys in general. And imagine them and like no technology or anything trying to escape death coming for them. Like that would be just like so interesting.
A piano falls on someone or something.
Right.
It's not quite the same, but have you the film? I think it's A Million Ways to Die in the West with Seth MacFarlane. I think that's kind of similar, but obviously not as brutal.
Fair. Yeah. A bit more blood in this one.
Yeah, I've never seen that one, no, but I'm on board with you. I think like at this point, if you've done a prequel, which was really good, and you know they kind of ended Bloodlines in a way where it kind of ended things with characters still alive, and like that whole like time thread of the family origins and all that kind of stuff. The only way they could do a prequel again, I guess, is if they go back to the reference in the original, like timelines and stuff like that. But then you guess you're going to know their fate already. That movie, and then the fifth movie ended things perfectly because it tied nicely right into the sequence on the airplane, right? So,
exactly. Yeah. To this day, I love. One of my favorite moments in the whole series is the ending of the fifth one, just tying it full circle. Like you could have just ended there, but I don't know. I'm happy that they're still doing sequels.
I think they had one of the best opening scenes as well in that massive tower with the dance. That was a really impressive opening scene.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Agreed.
I just looked at on Letterboxd of the seventh one. There's not too many details available, but the poster is like a cruise ship that's on fire. And I'm like, oh, that'd be fun to take it out to sea or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, cruise is a good idea.
Yeah, I think at this point, like Ellie, to your point, I agree. Like they could take it in like any direction. They could have like complete spin-off. It doesn't even have to go on from the events of the other ones, and just like make them in like all these different settings, like ancient Japan, like I say, like cowboys, Indians, and stuff like that. And you could make endless amount of those kind of movies and make them fun.
Yeah, Final Destination Samurai.
I'll be there, Elliot, day one. So we'll see. Josh is adding in here. He said, this year is stacked. Some great blockbusters and some great prestige films too. I think we're getting a lot of sequels this year, right?
Let's have a look at the list. I've written a few down just to keep on them. Yeah, there are. There's quite a big blockbusters. Yeah, with Avengers Doomsday's coming out, Dune Part 3, Super Mario Galaxy as well. I think the Resident Evil movie comes out this year as well. So yeah, live action Moana as well. Can't wait for that one.
And the Odyssey as well this summer, which probably should be.
That's probably the one I'm most looking forward to. I think, like,
yeah, same.
Yeah, same.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know what movie it is, but I think they've announced another movie coming out in the same week as the Odyssey is, and they're kind of like there's like Barbenheimer kind of thing.
That would be so much fun. I would love to do another. I wonder if it's Greta Gerwig again because she has her Narnia movie coming out, but I think that might be later in the year. But
I don't know if that Narnia movie's coming to the cinema because I don't know if it's a Netflix deal.
It might do that thing where they're in cinemas for like 2 weeks and then goes to Netflix. I think they did that with Frankenstein, didn't they?
I think
Think
so.
so.
Yeah, it could be something like that.
Could be. They normally do. Yeah, it's weird, like Netflix strategy with marketing movies in cinemas. Like, you would think like Narnia, that's got like a massive IP and following with books and stuff, that you'd put that in the cinema for. Because I'm sure the original one did pretty well. I saw the original one in the cinema.
Yeah, I think they were pretty. They made a few of them, didn't they? About 3 or 4, I think, in the end. I don't know if I saw all of them, but I did see like the first 2, I think.
Mm-hmm.
There's also like a Silent Hill movie coming as well, I think. Return to Silent Hill.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's coming 2 or 3 weeks' time, I think, actually. I saw the trailer the other day. And have any of you guys, because I know, Elliot, you're a huge gamer as well, have you played Silent Hill 2?
I've never played it personally, but I did watch other people play it through playthroughs. I'm a bit of a sucker for that. If it's too scary and I'm not sure if I'm ever going to get round to it, I'll watch someone else play it.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, the reason I'm asking is because the Silent Hill 2 game they put on like PS Plus for free, and me and Emma's playing it at the minute when we have time, and the movie looks exactly like that video game.
Oh, brilliant! I like it when they do that.
There's also Silent Hill F as well, and that came out the most recent video game, I think.
Yeah, I think it's like in Japan, that one, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, like there's some great movies coming this year. Odyssey, I'm definitely looking forward to. Avengers Doomsday, I'm on the fence with.
Yeah, same.
Like, I don't know about you guys. I'd love to get your thoughts on this very quickly before we move on to a few comments. But like with Doomsday, like this whole time, all the superheroes have been off in their own quadrants and worlds and whatever they're doing. And all of a sudden now, Marvel's putting these teaser trailers where they're interacting with one another. And it just kind of feels like shoehorned in to try connect dots to get people to be like, oh, this is where they've all been this entire time. They're now finally saying hello to one another, you know?
Yeah.
And I just don't feel like it's been built or warranted like Infinity War was, or how Endgame was as well. I mean, what do you guys think of that?
I couldn't agree with that more. That just the line about like this doesn't feel as planned or like it's building up to something as it did. Yeah, I mean, it just kind of feels like they want a hit like, you know, Infinity War and Endgame were, but they're not actually doing the work necessary to get us there. So, and I think somebody in the comments just brought up the fact that it has a 3 hour and 45-minute runtime. Like, what? That's insane. If that's actually like true, like given, you know, again, like how little has been built up to it, like that's wild.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with Jackson. I do, as much as I've had a lot of beef with Marvel over the years, I do have a lot of time for Infinity War and Endgame. They do have massive flaws in them, but like Jackson said, they actually did put the work in. There are genuine payoffs for these moments that have been coming not just 1 or 2 movies ago, like a whole decade of movies ago, and that payoff meant something. It felt something. Even I slapped my knee in excitement when Captain America catched Thor's hammer. Even I, like the guy who's grumpy at Marvel, was like, get in. That's an amazing moment. I just feel like this one's being done out of desperation. She-Hulk's been a huge disaster on Twitter. All of these other projects, Ironheart didn't do great. There's I think we look back at Shang-Chi. That was such a long time ago. Eternals, there's been so many flops and bad hits throughout the years since Endgame happened that they really do just need this one to work. And that's why they're selling the fact that everyone's back. We've got Charles Xavier, we've got Magneto, we've got Nightcrawler. Everyone you can think of is going to be here. And that's what they're selling to you. They're not selling to you a really well written story that's going to mean something and make you cry and make you, oh no, I can't believe my favorite hero has passed, or whatever might occur. It's just the fact that Iron Man's here and Nightcrawler's here and Charles Xavier's here, and they're saying that should be enough. And personally, for me, I need a lot more than that. And I'm even more concerned because I thought Fantastic Four was going to be a good movie, and that might get them going. And I ended up hating that one. That one really missed the shot for me. So, yeah, Marvel has just been doing this steadily for me over the years, and I don't think this one's going to make them suddenly go upwards, unfortunately.
Yeah, like a 3-hour, 45-minute runtime is totally bizarre. I think it would have been more warranted, as Elliot had said, if like with the Infinity War and stuff, how it had like a 10-year build up to that, it would feel like a massive event and it would be warranted in such a big runtime. But with this just hiring characters in and sort of flung out there, it just doesn't feel right being that long. It just hasn't earned that big event kind of feel.
Yeah. I agree, yeah, because like Infinity War was an event, everyone rushed out, like it made so much money at the box office. And it got people excited, and like the ending of Infinity War was so good, and everyone was like, I can't wait to see what's going to happen in Endgame, and you were there like day one in the cinema to go see what happened in Endgame, right? And then this one, are they just going to keep dropping these like teasers for until December to like build us a story to be like, oh, the Wakandians have met with the Thing from Fantastic Four. That's the latest teaser we got today from Marvel, or yesterday. And it's like, well, how have we got to this point? You know, like when have these two met up? What got them from that point to this point in this trailer? There's just no story. And I just feel like, as you guys have said, I agree. Like, I feel like that's what we're going to get from now till December, to be like, oh, he is Moon Knight. You know, he's been gone for 4 to 5 years during COVID, but he's back now. Here he is. You know, yeah, 3 hours 45 minutes is crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if they do an interval between it though, to give people like 10-minute break, maybe go get some snacks and stuff, and then I don't know.
I think I don't know if it was Infinity War, Endgame, one of them like raked so much money in. It was the first movie to like really battle Avatar in the $1 billion at the box office, and so Avatar actually re-released to try and like it was like that, wasn't it? I don't think they're going to have that issue with Doomsday. It's probably going to do well, but it's not going to do that good, I don't think.
I think they'd be smarter, actually. If it is really that big, basically 4 hours of film, why not go the whole hog and just make 2.5 hour movies, or 2 3-hour movies, and space it out a little bit. Give yourself some more room to work, buy yourself some time between the two movies to get your endings straight. And it feels like they're rushing. Do you know what I mean? Like, get it done. 4 hours. There you go. There's the movie. Put it out. It's a great movie. Go see it. It does. I don't know. Everything I'm hearing sounds really concerning to me personally.
I agree. Because I think, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, so feel free to correct me. I think this one's going to be kind of like a 2-part movie with like Avengers Doomsday and then Secret Wars, from what I've heard.
Yes, I think that's right, actually. I have heard that, yeah.
But again, then like, is Secret Wars going to be another 3 hours and 45-minute movie as well?
Probably.
Yeah.
It was one of the things, like I thought about this recently with Avatar as well. I don't know if everybody here is seeing the third one. I won't go into like spoilers or anything, but I don't know, for me, like I don't necessarily, like, I kind of know what I'm getting into with Avatar. Like, I know it's going to be a really long runtime, but it did feel a little disappointing that it was like 3 hours and 20 minutes, and then the third act is pretty much the third act of the second movie again. Like, I didn't really feel like we were getting a whole lot new there for the extra runtime. So yeah,
Jackson, I agree. So if anyone who hasn't seen my review out, so I watched the Avatar movie, Wave, Water and Fire and Ash, with my dad, and it's the only time my dad will go to the cinema. He loves Avatar so much. And during it, like the first 2 acts, I was like, I'm kind of on board. Like, you know, I'm liking this new story. I'm liking Varang. Like, she's awesome.
Yeah.
And then the last actor I turned to my nephew and I was like, I'm just watching Wave, Water Part 2. It was like the same beats of like the final battle, like
was.
they're in distress, and then the enemy's doing this, and they're at this
Yeah,
point,
it's the
and I'm
same
like,
setting. They got the
what
whales
the
and the
heck?
boats and all that. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I was baffled. I mean, I know that they were shot back to back. I learned, so it kind of makes sense because they're gonna have like the sound stages and locations, hired out, whatever, But yeah, the battle scene was the exact same. I was like, what decision did he choose here,
Yeah, I was going to say, don't worry about spoiling Avatar 3 because I've already seen it. I've seen the second one, so it's all right. But I think with the 3 hour 45, they should just do like 3 hour runtime and just have the extra 45 minutes on like the physical release as an extra bonus or something. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, also just to quickly ask you guys, because I know you've been looking at like this year releases. I know on Disney Plus they're doing a series Wonder Man, Marvel, but have they actually got any other movies coming out this year?
Not that I'm aware of. I could have a quick look, but I don't think they are. Let's see.
They've got to, if they're bringing out Doomsday. That's terrible. They just can't decide. They either do way too many or just literally none.
Yeah, so I mean, the only other one that's kind of theirs, but it's actually Sony, is Sony's Spider-Man's Brand New Day is coming out in July 31st, apparently. So that it's technically Sony, that. So Marvel technically have only one film coming out this year, which is Doomsday. So yeah, all the eggs in one basket. But to be fair, it will make money. As much as we're we're not sure that Doomsday, it will make money. Maybe not end the game money, but yeah, the fan base is still there. They will turn up for it.
Maybe that's what they were hoping
like horrible reviews, it might not. But if I think if the reviews are like mid to good, then it'll make money. Yeah.
Maybe that's what they were hoping for, like anticipation, like people anticipating these characters coming back. But I don't know if it's worked.
I think they would have been better to not reveal the characters. I think it'd been way cooler to just watch the film and suddenly there's Magneto and Professor X. But I already know they're going to be in there. They've told me from the teaser trailer, so it's like, oh, I look forward to seeing that when that happens at the hour 30 mark of the movie.
Yeah,
it's like imagine them showing Tobey Maguire in the trailer of New Way Home and Spider-Man, and it's like, oh,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think what they could have been better doing, this is just my opinion anyway, but if they're not, like as you were saying earlier, if they've not got a single movie this year apart from Sony Spider-Man as such, so one character will focus on really Spider-Man and anyone else who joins them or is in a cameo post-credit or whatever. If they're not going to make a movie, they should have done like on YouTube once a month until we get to Doomsday and have the actors come back and film a section per month. So even if it's like a 5-minute short or 10-minute short of like where the characters have been since we've last seen them and how over the space of like 10 months, you get a story like once a month or twice a month of these characters interacting on their worlds, how they're getting merged into the other worlds, which then gives you the story of how we get to Doomsday. And at least you've got like some connectivity of connecting the dots to be like, oh, right, so Stephen Strange is now with Spider-Man and the Hulk is now with Thor, for example. Yeah. But I just feel like these teasers where they're like, oh, the Wakandians and Fantastic Four will return in Doomsday, where we get one scene where they introduced each other. It leaves more questions and answers, but not in a good way to be like, well, how have we got to this right now? I don't know what you guys think about that, but I feel like they maybe missed an opportunity to build a story over like the next 11 months to get us to Doomsday.
Yeah, sorry, I'll let you guys talk about that. I'm sorry, Mike, I do have to head off just to get back to work here in a second. But thanks so much for having me on, and had a lot of fun, and love to do this again in the future soon.
Yeah, Jackson, thanks for coming, man, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your shift at work.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, thanks so much. All right, I'll see you guys later.
See you, bud. All right, take care.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, well, Jackson's links down below in the description box as well. Please go check him out and subscribe to his channel. Just very quickly, we got the viewer Drew saying, "What's up, everyone?" Hey, Drew, what's going on, man? We've got Poachman saying, "Hey, everyone, I hope you're all well." Hi,
Hey,
Tristan, what's going on, man? I hope you're well. We've got Daniel Berry saying hello as well. Hey, Daniel.
Hey, bud.
We've also got Sin as well. Sin saying, "Hey, everyone, hope you're doing well." Hey, Sin.
Hey, yeah.
Doing great. Yeah, we've got quite a few people actually dropped in. Sorry, guys, didn't realize. We've got Jason the champ is here. Hey, Jason. The Z Talks champ. Yeah, he's here. We've got Arvin as well. It's been a while. Hey, Arvin. Hope you're doing well, man. And yeah, since under the Marvel comments, he said, "Yeah, this definitely doesn't feel earned." We'll see.
Yeah, fingers
Yeah.
crossed.
I think regardless, we're all probably going to be there day one,
Oh,
or at least see what's going on with it. I think
we may be pleasantly surprised. It might be incredible and the greatest superhero movie ever made, but you can't fault us for doubting it,
100%. 100%. I would love to see an argument for someone to make an argument just based on the movies, not on the comics. Because, forget the comics at this moment. An argument of someone saying, this is why it's going to be the greatest movie ever, and this is what they've done to actually build up this movie. If someone has a video out there, if you guys know a video out there, let me know. I'll watch that. But yeah, are you guys going? So I know, Ryan, I know you were saying that you're going to go see 28 Years Later, the Bone Temple this week. Alida, are you going to check that one out as well?
Yeah, that will be on the agenda. We'll be getting to that one eventually. I must admit, I had really mixed feelings about the previous one. I thought the first half was brilliant. I was all in. I thought this might be the best 28 years, days movie we've had so far. And I feel like it just really swerved off the course towards the end onwards. And by the very end, I was really left scratching my head and thinking, what are we doing? Where is this going? Where has this come from? This is such a curveball. So I don't know. I was really excited by the halfway point, and by the end, I walked out feeling a bit sort of flat and disappointed. So not holding my breath for this new one, but we'll see. We'll give it the benefit of the doubt. At least my guy Ray Fiennes is in there. I always love him.
The only hope for this one is okay, we know the characters now. I want more action. I want more zombie action. There wasn't enough of that in the last one. We know the characters. Most of them. Just let's get into the action a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It felt like there was only one zombie half the time.
Like, it was really cool when in the top in the hut, and they could see the zombie people in the background and the black shadows of them. Like, that was really cool, creepy scene. I just wanted more stuff like that. Most of the film was him just trying to find Ralph Fiennes for the whole movie.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the trailers for the Bone Temple?
Yes, yeah. Funnily enough, I saw one not long ago for the stream. Actually, yeah. It's I don't know. It hasn't sold me. I've got to be honest. It seems to be still continuing down the route of how it ended, the first one. I won't say too much in case anyone in the chat hasn't seen it. And I just don't know. I'm really cautious as to where's that going. What are they actually trying to say with that? It could be really cheesy and really phony and just not work at all. But like I say, it's I'm going in with a bit apprehensively to this one. I'm hoping my boy Ray Fiennes can carry me through it.
Agreed. Yeah, I completely agree, mate. I was going to say, mate, with the trailer, like what we guys were talking there, is it doesn't really seem as if they're going for, in this new trilogy, like crazy zombie action. It seems to be more of a story about like gang related, or people who's taking it over in a zombie apocalypse world.
Yeah, it's
which
a
is a little
common
bit
mistake.
disappointing.
Sorry, I was going to. It's a common mistake that zombie films often make. You've created the threat being the zombies, and yet they always make the humans the bad guys. It's just I see so many zombie shows and movies do that, and it's like you really didn't need to. You've got the cool enemy right there. Go for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly, and that's the whole point of like the previous two movies and before this one, where the zombies were primarily, the bad guys, right? So,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm a bit with you. It's a bit reluctant, but I have been hearing some early reviews who's been saying that this one's actually really good. So, got my fingers crossed anyway. And we've got Tristan down in the comment. We were talking about movies this year. He says there's a couple of films I'm wanting to see this year. Day Drinker with Johnny Depp and Penelope Cruz. Mark Webb is directing. And the new Christmas Carol directed by Ty West, also starring Johnny Depp.
That's good.
Okay, that's
I did not see that combo coming.
Nah, not at all. I did not see Ty West directing a Christmas Carol.
I wonder if he will play it up as a horror movie almost.
That's what I was thinking with that director. And Tristan mentioning that director, I was thinking, surely he's not going to make like a family-friendly movie.
I think we need something really different with there's so many iterations now with the like Christmas Carol. I mean, recently, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but Christmas Karma, that's another one. So hopefully this may actually be like a different take on a different style.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's only so many times you can do the Christmas Carol story without like just repeating the same formula time and time again. I know like Christmas Karma was a bit different because they put like a bit of like an Indian like Bollywood kind of style on it. Which it was okay. Like I thought Ryan as well, like it was okay. But it's not one I'm gonna go back and watch every single year, at least that rendition anyway. Yeah. And The Day Drinker with Johnny Depp and Penelope Cruz. Never heard of that one.
No, news to me.
No.
Have you guys seen the
directing? Is he the guy who did Amazing Spider-Man's?
Yes, he is. Yeah, I've always remembered because Spider and Web. I know that's sad, but yeah.
Ryan, what were you going to say?
Have you guys seen the trailer? This is one of the most anticipated movies for myself. The Bride, I think it's called, with Christian Bale. I think it looks really interesting.
Yeah, it's sort of it looks like a sort of modern take on The Bride of Frankenstein.
Mm-hmm.
I think is it Maggie Gyllenhaal directing it as well, I think.
I believe so, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's I'll give it a go. I must admit the trailer I'm not sold on it, is how to put it. It didn't sort of turn me off, but it's such a odd and different trailer that I didn't quite know what to make of it yet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looked like it was going for like kind of like a stylistic approach on a traditional kind of story to an extent.
Yeah, it could be really good.
Yeah, and it's got Jesse Buckley's the main one, right?
I think that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's a great actress, so I think she'll do a good job, even if the movie's not great. Because I think it's her, Christian Bale, maybe Mia Goth as well. I could be wrong.
Yeah, it sounds like something she'd do.
Yeah.
Yeah, not too sure, but yeah, I think that one, Ryan, that one looks quite unique, like the trailer. Like Elliot was saying, I agree. Could be a surprise hit, to be honest. So I'm intrigued.
I think Robert Eggers' Werewolf is also coming out this year with is it Willem Dafoe? I think he's got for it.
Oh wow.
Oh, wouldn't be
I'm not sure if
surprised.
it is. I'm not sure if it is this year. It could be next year, but I thought I had it marked for 2026.
That's always a great combination. Robert Eggers and Willem Dafoe. Forgot that.
Yeah,
And in The Lighthouse, Willem Dafoe was incredible. I loved him in that.
yeah, they are. They're a real winning combination, them two.
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Yeah. You know, if it's an Eggers movie, Willem Dafoe's got to make at least a cameo in there in some capacity. No, I agree. Also, did you guys see the trailer? I think it was yesterday for the new Mummy film, Lee Cronin.
No, I've not seen that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I recommend checking it out if you get a chance to check the trailer. It's very like they'll show you a scene and there'll be a text on screen, and they'll show you a scene and there's some more text kind of style teaser.
Is this with like is this with like Brendan Fraser? Is it his coming back in the role or?
Nah, so I think Lee Cronin's kind of doing a reimagining on the Mummy. But I think he's going to make it like an 18, so like quite graphic. So could be interesting.
Yeah, we'll see how it turns out. I think most people are looking forward to the Brendan Fraser one, aren't they? Because there are talks of him returning. I think the whole cast that are getting together. But I don't know if they've actually started filming it or not. I think a lot of it might just be talk at the moment.
I think that's the rumor I heard, like Rachel Weisz, like Arnold Vosloo and stuff like that returning, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be good. It's been so many years, so they got like, could be a bit like a Final Destination, like a return to form as such.
Yeah. Yeah, it certainly will be hitting the nostalgia, that's for sure.
Yeah. I've never seen the third one. Is it the Tomb of the Dragon Empire? Tomb of something, I think.
Yeah, I have seen that one, and I've almost entirely forgotten it, to be honest with you, which says a lot about the movie. I think it's Jet Li is in it, and it's sort of a more martial arts based. It's not very mummy themed, to be honest with you.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen it, but maybe I'll skip it at some point. Same thing about Werewolf, coming out Christmas Day in America.
Oh, nice. Oh, a long time to go yet.
So we'll probably get it because Nosferatu came out 1st of January in England.
Yeah.
So wouldn't be surprised if that's maybe the same strategy for Werewolf.
Yeah, I'd imagine so.
That's a nice way to spend New Year's Day, I think. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, kick off 2027 maybe in a solid way. So yeah, all for it. Jason's saying, is this a comeback for Johnny Depp? Maybe, yeah. You're right, yeah. He hasn't been in a movie.
I think I heard it. I mean, he was well against, obviously, doing anything with Disney for pirates, but I think if they throw enough money at him, I've heard it's a possibility for him to be coming back in that role. It's Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, he needs something. I don't know if Jack Sparrow's the way for him to go, because he'll just end up in that same situation he was in 10, 20 years ago, where it's all he's known for. But maybe Tim Burton can throw him a bone and get him a role for something. He does need something to get back out there a bit, doesn't he? It has been a while since the whole Johnny Depp Amber Heard situation we went through.
I think I'd quite like them to. I'd like him to be in a Guillermo del Toro film. I think he's a perfect fit. Kind of similar, like Tim Burton. I would think that would be interesting to see what he would do with Johnny Depp.
Yeah, it's a great shout. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. I think he needs something like really creative to come across his way. Whether it's like an Oscar contending kind of role, or whether it's like playing some kind of like beast, like Jacob Elordi did with Frankenstein, for example, like something like that. I think
that'd suit him really well. Yeah.
Because I think
weird combo, but I think he could go quite well with Wes Anderson. Actually, they feel like polar opposites, but that might just be exactly why it'd work.
I think in the next couple of years there is going to be like a movie role that's going to be like his big kind of comeback, and we'll maybe see him a little bit more.
He can definitely act. He's got range. Yeah.
I agree. I do agree with you, Elliot, as well. I want to just point out what you mentioned. I think maybe going back to Pirates of the Caribbean is maybe going to be a big mistake because he's already an icon as Captain Jack Sparrow. Even as old as those movies are, people know that character. Now, the fourth Pirates and the fifth one aren't great movies. So I don't... So I think kind of like leave that buried as it is. Leave that where it is. And just move on with like more serious roles. Because if he goes back to Jack Sparrow, I guess in his career-wise, what does it say about him as an actor? Like, oh, like all he can do is Jack Sparrow, I guess, when he's more known for way more than that, you know?
Yeah, no, I totally agree. He should evolve from there. It's leave it in the past. It's brilliant for what it is, and people can still do cosplay and fancy dress as it, but as in regards to his career, unless, like Ryan says, unless the check is just unbelievable, like 100 billion kajillion quid, then knock yourself out, Johnny. Go and be Jack Sparrow for another 4 movies if you have to. Even I couldn't turn down that check.
Yeah,
I mean, I imagine the low fees for the Amber Heard trial were pretty hefty, but I don't think he needs the money that much. I'm sure he has a bit more creative goals that he wants to hopefully go down anyway.
You'd think so. You'd think so. Another interesting comment got from Tristan. He's saying that apparently he hopes that Jared Leto doesn't ruin Masters. Yeah, because we're getting a new Masters of the Universe this year. Dolph Lundgren's in a cameo. So is Jared Leto playing Skeletor then? Or...
Oh, God.
That kind of rings a bell. The name Jared Leto and Skeletor. I don't know if that's the case, but...
Yeah, I hope not.
I just don't really like Jared Leto, and I mean, I've heard things from his like personal life side of things as well, and it's sketchy. I don't know how he's getting all these roles, but
yeah, I completely agree. He was a good actor once upon a time. Like he was in American Psycho, and he's pretty good for the part that he's got in that. And is it Dallas Buyers Club? He's really good in that too, but especially modern era Jared Leto is, oh God, he is like watching paint dry. I hated him in Blade Runner 2049. I didn't like him in Tron Ares. He's so stiff and so wooden and flat and boring. He's actually like painful to watch. So I don't know. His agent must have the gift of the gab to keep on getting him all of these roles.
Was he in Requiem for a Dream? Was that him?
Yeah,
that's him. Yeah.
So that was a good performance. I like that movie.
Yeah, not 90s, early 2000s. Jared Leto is a good actor. 2010 onwards is 2020 onwards is a very different thing.
Agreed. Well, just like as in Jason's comment back, he's saying it, Elliot, in a way. He's saying like Jared Leto's too pretty to be in an action movie. He felt out of place in Tron Ares.
Yeah, it's a very stiff performance.
Yeah, like I haven't seen Tron Ares because I haven't actually seen any of the Tron movies, so I didn't want to go obviously see the third one, and I've never seen the other two. But he doesn't really have like the action movie kind of look to him, whereas like a guy who is a good-looking man like Glenn Powell, like can get away with being in an action movie. Yeah.
He looks. He does look like he's in a Sauvage advert, the aftershave sort of thing, not a cyber crime fighting detective.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens if he is Skeletor. Tristan's on here about Johnny Depp. He says can do a good biopic movie. Certain bad guys in history Johnny Depp has done a good job with. Yeah, he did Public Enemies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was really good in Public Enemies. I think John Dillinger, maybe?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I was just trying to think who the other actor was in it with him, but I can't. I'm gonna have to Google it. Sorry.
Was it Christian Bale?
Yeah, my brain was saying that,
Yeah.
and then another part thought was it Joel Edgerton. No, you're
Mm.
right. It's Christian Bale. Yeah, well remembered.
Oh, wow. But I've not seen that movie since it came out, which I think was 2008, 2009, maybe?
Yeah, it was a while ago. Yeah, I remember having that on DVD. I think I don't even know if I've still got it.
Seeing that with the Public Enemies with like the kind of gangster vibe, I would quite like to see him in a Martin Scorsese gangster film. How he's looking to cast the Rock, Dwayne Johnson, in that as well. I think it'd be interesting to see Johnny Depp in there as well.
Yeah, he's certainly got. He did Donnie Brasco back in the day, and he was great in that. So he can definitely do the role for sure. I think he plays it quite innocent. Also, I think he's on the sort of cop side of things in that. So it would be cool to see if he could play like a grimier character, maybe like a gold tooth and a scar sort of character.
Agreed. Yeah, I think like if anyone can pull off that look, it's Johnny Depp.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I agree. So what movies Scorsese making, Ryan? Is he making a gangster movie again, is he? Or
I believe so. I don't think it's like in production or anything like that at the minute. But I just heard Dwayne Johnson. That's who he's casting as. Like I think he's going to be the villain in the role. But I believe it's a gangster flick. Yeah.
oh, okay. Okay. I think Dwayne Johnson could do a good job in that because in some of his earlier work he did like it's not gangster, but it was kind of like a revenge sort of here, like Walking Tall, I think it was called.
Yeah. That was a pretty
Uh,
decent film as well. That I thought.
Yeah, some of the Rock's earlier stuff, like he wasn't too bad. At least it was like sort of different stuff like that, and like the Rundown and or Welcome to the Jungle, it was called, whatever. Like they were okay sort of movies. So, and I still haven't seen the Smashing Machine, but apparently he was really good in that. So,
Yeah, I wasn't crazy about the Smashing Machine. I don't think it was dreadful, but I just, sometimes a film feels like it's trying a little bit too hard to get like the awards and the nominations. It just sort of had that vibe about it. But I do think actually, if anybody could get a really killer performance out of The Rock, it probably is Scorsese.
Agreed. I wouldn't be surprised if in the next 5 years The Rock gets Best Actor Oscar.
Oh, at least a nomination, definitely. Yeah.
It might happen. I think he's got nominated for a Golden Globe. I don't know if that'll carry over to the.
Yeah, it often does. Yeah, he might be in luck. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he'll win it though. But getting a nomination's cool for his career anyway. A big bit of a change for him, I guess. Jason saying that I'm surprising him with all my movie knowledge. I don't know what it is. Yeah, just Public Enemies just came straight back to my mind of like when I saw that movie, who I went to cinema with, and who was in the movie at the time as well. And Christian Bale's face just popped in my mind immediately. So I was surprised myself, Jason, with that one. Tristan saying Walking Tall's hugely underrated. Haven't seen it in a long time, but I do remember enjoying it though. And Sin is saying Dave Bautista is a much better actor than Johnson. Agreed.
Yeah, big say. That's a little bit annoying. Dave Bautista has to feel a little bit of a sting, I'm sure, because that's like a big personal goal for him, like getting an Oscar, I think he said. Obviously, he's done a lot more better roles. I would say a lot of people would agree. And then The Rock comes out after doing a whole load of rubbish, does one decent film, and then he's getting nominated for all the awards.
Yeah, it's how it goes, isn't it? Especially when it's The Rock.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, and you guys feel free to correct me, but like with Dave Bautista, he's a really great actor. I agree. He's got more better performances than The Rock, or like filmography's more tighter than The Rock's. But like, I think with Bautista, all people know him from is either Guardians of the Galaxy is the big one, You've got it was good. Knock at the Cabin. Was it the M Night Shyamalan one?
Yep.
Yeah. So like that was like a big lead performance for him, which was really good. It was the best part of that movie. He was kind of like a cameo to an extent, and as a Bond villain to a degree in one of the movies. And then apart from that, I feel like he's only had like kind of like direct to streaming kind of releases where he's the main star, and I just don't think he's had that breakout role, because that Knock at the Cabin wasn't going to get him an Oscar by any means. Unfortunately, I think he got a bit snubbed for it. But
he's been wanting to play Bane. But I don't think he would do it now, because he's purposely like slimmed down because he didn't want to be known as like the big, which I think is a bit of a shame. I think he could do that role pretty well. I would really like to see him as Marcus Phoenix for Gears of War. That's something I just really would love to have seen. Netflix.
He'd be perfect.
Yeah.
I think he's stuck in a bit of a rock and a hard place, because he is a genuinely quite a decent actor. He has actually got some range. He really surprised me in Blade Runner 2049. He's only in the opening scene, but he's really good in the opening scene. He can actually act and still deliver in the action scene as well that comes afterwards. But I think I don't know if film execs and studio heads trust him to be the leading role for a drama yet. At least yet. I think they're happy to have like a short scene, him doing that, or a couple of scenes, but to actually be the lead, I don't think they're comfortable doing that. They're happy to have him as the lead in, what was that zombie for? Army of the Dead, I think it was, on Netflix with the zombies in Vegas. It was a very middle of the road movie. They're happy for him to take those sort of leads, but the Oscar-driven movies, the ones where you're trying to make people cry, I don't know if they're confident enough to give him those movies yet. But actually, for the very small segments he's shown us, I think he probably could do a damn good job with it, even if he was just the supporting actor rather than the lead.
I think.
Sorry, Ryan.
Just a very, very small role, but I really enjoyed him in Blade Runner 2049 as well. He kind of had that drama thing going on. I would have liked to have seen a bit more of that side of him. But as Jason says as well, the last couple of Batista's movies, he did get a lead in a movie about assassins, and apparently that was really bad as well. It's unfortunate. Like every movie he seems to get close to a lead just is a really bad movie. Not necessarily due to him, but
Sorry, Sin's comment cracked me up. I was being polite about it, but yes, it is awful.
I haven't gone back and watched the movie again. I remember at the time thinking like it was a fun movie, but it's not one I care to revisit, if I'm being honest.
I really enjoyed the battle when in the casino, like that. Quite a big extent. I thought that was really awesome. But everything else. Zack Snyder lost his step, I think, somewhere down the road.
Oh, apparently he's would play a good UFC fighter role. Apparently he's rumored to be in Jake Gyllenhaal's Roadhouse 2.
Oh, nice.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Bit of a step up from Conor McGregor.
Yeah. A lot more intimidating as well. It'd be interesting. It's a shame he doesn't necessarily even just want to put a little bit of size on, because he could be really intimidating. His role in Knock at the Cabin, he was an absolute savage in that movie. Like he was a big dude.
Agreed. I can kind of see like going on what Ryan was saying. I was going to add this in before. I can see like if Batista wins an Oscar, I can see it being for like a supporting actor.
Yeah.
But like it would have to be maybe like a drama movie where he is like maybe like a mentor. I could see him doing a role where like he's a supporting actor, but he's like a mentor to maybe a teenager who's going through like a rough time in his school, or like a family life, like a counselor or something like that, maybe. Like,
I completely agree.
Like he could be like a big, like soft teddy bear kind of character to an extent. I think he could pull that off really well. But I think he would have to get supporting actor first to then get the main actor kind of Oscar.
Yeah. You see it a lot with you see it a lot with comedians in the past, like Robin Williams. He was just funny role, And then it was things like Good Will Hunting suddenly happened. It's like, oh, he can actually act. And then suddenly he starts getting every sort of role that you can imagine coming to his desktop. So it does just take one sort of opportunity to prove to the world, like, oh, I've actually also got this under my belt as well, by the way. And then suddenly it opens up a whole new door of opportunities.
Agreed, bud. Yeah, completely agree. Like after that, yeah, like you got like 1 hour photo with Heath Horton in that role. Great
Yeah,
role.
he's great.
And I want to see more of him from like that kind of role. Because you're right, like everyone was known as like the funny man, and then all of a sudden they're like, wow, he's like transformed, reinvented himself to an extent. Yeah, Jason's adding in here, he's saying Conor McGregor made me laugh in Roadhouse, but please no more Roadhouse movies.
They seem to really want to film Conor McGregor's butt in that film. I don't know why, but I don't know if Conor McGregor asked for that in his contract. I need my butt shown in this movie a couple of times. I don't know, but
I still haven't seen that version of Roadhouse, and I really don't want to do it to myself. But I know they're making a sequel. I wouldn't be surprised if the sequel's out this year, to be honest. That seems like it would be like streaming movie for this year. For
it's
Amazon.
just like, I love the Patrick Swayze Roadhouse. I've seen it. I went through a role as a kid. I watched it every night 2 times for 13 days in a row. I was obsessed. Yeah, but it was just such a weird turn that they've took the character. Jake Gyllenhaal just literally became a psychopath at the end of the movie. Like it just didn't fit.
Yeah, it was a very millennial take on it, I would say. A lot of screaming and shouting, and it almost felt a bit cocaine fueled, I would say. It was so rushed, so manic. Everyone's screaming and driving cars at 100 miles an hour. Everyone's gone psycho. It was a really bizarre movie, but kind of bizarre in the right way, where, like Jason said, you could laugh at it from time to time. There were a few scenes that genuinely really cracked me up. I don't know if they were meant to or they were trying to, but it worked.
Yeah, you know what it is? This year, I'm going to watch The Roadhouse. I'm going to put myself through it and see what you guys are talking about. But I do want to thank Ryan, though, because he put me onto the original Roadhouse. I'd never seen it. And that was a great movie. I was looking for it on physical media straight afterwards and realized it only had like a DVD until recently. Arrow did like a Blu-ray of it.
It's just such a simple, like, action movie.
Really
It's such an easy watch. It's a shame. I remember when Ronda Rousey was on her like big win UFC spree. She was apparently going to be in Roadhouse too. I think that was originally the case.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that's how long it's been in production. Wow.
Yeah, because was Jake Gyllenhaal's Roadhouse, was that 2024?
I feel like it was, yeah.
23 or 24, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. So it does feel as if the sequel would maybe be this year, because I can't imagine Amazon taking years to make another Roadhouse movie when they want to get it out quick as they can.
I really hope they do a sequel to War of the Worlds with Ice Cube. I'm really up for that.
No, Elliot, we do not need that. I would honestly be really intrigued how well that did for Amazon, you know.
Yeah, same. I don't know if is there a way of finding out, but I would love to know.
Maybe Google, maybe like ChatGPT, maybe, I guess. I don't know.
The thing is, I think when things are straight on the streaming platforms, it's kind of up to them. They don't actually have to give out the numbers. If it does good, they can all just sing loud about it. But if it does really bad, they don't have to mention anything. So.
Yeah, I think Netflix did something similar with The Electric State. They dropped like £400 million on the budget, and it was like there was no way it was ever going to succeed. But they all turned around like a week later, being like, "Yep, it's all good, it's all fine," even though 12 people watched it. I think.
Probably the same with Rebel Moon as well. God knows how much money they throw out Zack Snyder in it done probably really bad.
Yeah, that was expensive, wasn't that one?
I guess the thing is with these streaming services, though, is that they must still make a lot of money on them, because even if, say for example, right, War of the Worlds got 100,000 watch on their platform, right? So that's 100,000 people who's checked out that movie. Now, say the budget's, I don't know, 3 million. So if you equate that viewership to box office number kind of thing, it probably wouldn't match up. But if you get like a project like, say, Netflix Stranger Things, because that will maybe overcompensate for how much budget it had compared to the numbers and click-through rates, and it crashed Netflix. I know it's Amazon Prime, but if you had that as an example for Amazon Prime, they would probably take some of that profit and put it onto War of the Worlds to be like, that was financially successful to buy. Because to them, it's going to be like, right. Yeah, because I'm guessing to them it would be like, right, how much have we bought in just projects people's made, and we're going to just slap our logo and say it's an Amazon original, and how much have we actually made ourselves, which is original content, and they'll have like that net figure and gross profit compared to the loss. And I can't imagine they'd be losing, otherwise they wouldn't make original movies anymore on their streaming service.
Yeah, I was just thinking of Apple TV. Last year, I think it was, they wrapped up Ted Lasso, which was probably one of their most viewed, if not the most viewed show they offered. They're already bringing it back next year or this year, I think it is. And I think that's clearly because they need that big marketable thing to say, we're a successful company, so that when these other shows don't do so well, maybe they can take a little fraction off of Ted Lasso and pop it on there and say it's all okay. I think you're absolutely right. I think they blur the lines with their other successes. They've also got Clarkson's Farm, which even I watch it, even I find it a bit of a guilty pleasure. So very hugely successful show for them. It'd be very easy for them to just take that little margin there and buff up the numbers, so to speak.
I think them as well, they go off of success of like hours watched as well. So like a lot of Netflix's top 10, it just depends on how many hours like overall people have put into that show or film.
Because the thing is with Netflix top 10, and this is a different debate, and I know we're going to wrap up in a second, otherwise we could go on for ages here. Like Netflix top 10, I don't know about you guys, but I feel as if their top 10 is what they want to put in their top 10. To like be like, oh, hey, this is a big number. Well, click on this title so you watch it and it gets some revenue for us. Because sometimes you think some of them titles they put on there, you're like, how is that getting a top 10 of everything that's on Netflix right now? Like that title is in your top 10.
Yeah, like I've had that thought with WWE as well, how they've ended up in top 4 sometimes. I know WWE, you know, it is popular, but I don't know if it would be breaking into like the top 4 when there's all these big massive movies out.
I completely agree. You think about things like Baby Reindeer, Squid Game. Are these things that people would really just be like, pick that out of an enormous crowd that it suddenly becomes popular off its own back? Or I don't know. I do agree with you. I think sometimes maybe they're a bit suggestive. They'll put it in your top 3 and just be like, check this thing out. Maybe you'll like it. Wink, wink. And suddenly 1 million people watched it, and it's all over TikTok and Twitter, and everyone's talking about Squid Game. And here we are 5-6 years later, and it's this enormous property where there's Funko Pops, there's fancy dresses. It's just a money machine now. And I think they're now doing spin-off series. So it's all very clever tactics and marketing ploys, I think.
I agree.
We're onto them though.
Yeah, no, honestly, we could have a full discussion about streaming, because like I agree, because you know, fair enough, maybe Squid Game, Stranger Things, because they're huge things, right? And they took off both properties. Yeah. So if they drop a new season, there's going to be people clicking it straight away to be like, right, what's happening? You know, to keep in the loop. But when they put like their originals, like they're like Ryan, you know that Christmas movie, was it Hot Frosty?
Oh god, yeah, I remember. Unfortunately,
right. But like that, for example, that was in like the top 10, and I'm like, oh come on, who's watching Hot Frosty apart from this guy right here? You know.
I'm what got it into the number 1 position, probably.
Yeah.
Could be. Twice
Just on
a
repeat.
night for 13 nights.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm just going to quickly throw in just saying Tristan added in here to saying about he stopped his streaming services. Outrageous, the prices agreed. Tubi is the only one I use. 275,000 titles on there. Wow. Okay.
That's
I wonder.
that Grinch Who Stole Bitches. I think that's on Tubi, so it's a free watch if you want to give it a go. if you want to give it a go, it's on Tubi. It's on Tubi, I think.
That's my evening sorted.
I was about to say I'm going to watch that after this stream. Now it's on there.
If you guys do reviews on that, I need to watch it. Like, definitely.
Well, Ryan, you can count me for watching something like that. So coming soon. As I've got Wizard of Oz Dead Walk coming soon, so you'll see that one in there. But yeah, just before we wrap up and say goodbye, firstly I want to thank Jackson for joining earlier, Elliot and Ryan. Very quickly, Elliot, do you want to plug what's coming up on your channel?
Yeah, of course. First of all, thanks for having us on the stream. I've always enjoyed doing Z Talks with you. It's always great to just generally catch up with you guys and see how you're all doing, as well as the chat. But in regard to YouTube, it's IMO Reviews from all the people in the comments. I think you're all subscribed as is. But if you aren't, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, all those good things. We've got 28 years later, the Bone Temple coming up. I will be looking into this Pooniverse thing that's happening, the Poo Avengers, because that sounds like it was made for me. So I will be definitely doing some research there. And on top of that, I'm working away on a Blood Meridian video essay. I did a good 2 hours of editing this morning. So we are genuinely doing it. It's not just me saying I'm doing it. Actually, I'm playing the Xbox. So we are getting there. There's still quite a way to go. I might even need to do some drawings and animations for some bits. So yeah, I kind of regret doing this. I definitely bit off more than I can chew, but I know when it's done, I'll be very happy with the end product. It's just a matter of getting there. But that's what's happening on the channel. Please do go check us out.
Yeah, absolutely. Please go show Elliot some love. And I can't wait for that video essay, Elliot. I know you've been working on it for a long ass time. So
I'm in a prison of my own making here.
True, but I think it's going to be worth it when it's done. I think I commented this the other day. I think it's going to be a bit like your Iron Maiden video. You spent that much time on it and that just took off. I think that's going to be the same. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm predicting.
Thank you, bud. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, man, absolutely. And Ryan, what have you got coming up?
Yeah, so as Elliot says, just thank you for having us on. It's always great. I would say, I haven't uploaded much lately, just been doing loads of different things. But this year, I'm going to really try upload some more movie reviews. My next video is probably going to be that Toy Story video I mentioned, and what are Pixar really doing? Is it all going to be worth it for this Toy Story 5, and is it all going to come to an end? And yeah, another love of mine that I've recently just got into with all Christmas is street photography. So I'm going to start up a photography channel, so stay tuned on this channel and I'll show you where to go for that if you love photographs. But yeah, that's kind of what's coming my way at the minute.
Nice, man. Yeah, I look forward to the street photography. I saw some photos you put on, was really great. And I look forward to the Toy Story video as well. I always like a good video essay where it's like Elliot or like you do them, Ryan. Like I know you did one recently, like the best twists in movies ever, and I was like, wow, that's a really cool video.
Yeah, I really enjoy doing stuff like that as well. So movie reviews, big lists. Yeah, I'll look forward to doing more of that stuff.
Nice, man. Nice. Well, definitely go subscribe to my guests. The links are down below in the description box. As for myself, I've got a video dropping tomorrow called World Breaker, which is a 2026 release. Stars Mila Jovovich. It's absolutely terrible, but you'll see my review from tomorrow. Like Elliot, 28 years, Bone Temple review will be coming. I intend to catch up on Bambi the Reckoning as part of the Pooh Universe movie. I've not seen it. I also intend to catch up on the Peter Pan Neverland Nightmares. I've not seen that one yet either.
Oh, God.
I've seen on a few people's worst lists of the year, including this guy's right here. So got those coming up and plenty of other stuff. And Z Talks will be back as well. So thank you guys for watching live after the fact. Thank you everyone tuning in. Also, Sinner saying later, guys. Have a great rest of your week. Yeah, you
Take
too.
care, Sin.
You too. Thank you to everyone who stopped by in the chat as well, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.